Let's Get It, where we attack today's local or national hottest sports topics. I'm your host, Randy Dutkin, and let's get after it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special Wednesday night edition here of Let's Get It. I'm your host, Randy Dutkin, along with co-host and producer Jason Bryce, and as always, co-host Coach Marcus Bullock, coming to you on a very somber Wednesday evening. I know the first thing that we kind of want to address is the incident that took place yesterday in Uvalde, Texas, at the Robe Elementary School. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families and victims of that. I think that, we've all been seeing this way too often. And obviously you guys are, working in the schools, being in the schools. We're all working with young people. We just see that it's becoming like normalized too much. The one thing that we can kind of say is that when you relate it back to sports, I like the support that has been given out. I really want to give a lot of credit to Steve Kerr and his post-game press conference that he had the other night that had nothing to do with basketball and that addressed, the issue at hand and the major issue that we have in regards to the school shooting. So a lot of credit goes out to Steve Kerr just because to use his platform in that way to advocate. So once again, my thoughts and prayers go out. And I'm sure, Coach, you have some thoughts on the situation. And Jay, you have some thoughts on the situation. So, Coach.
Yeah, it's just enough. All right, like it's just enough. I don't know what needs to happen in government to make some changes. I don't know what where the holdup is. I guess I need to do my research and figure it out. But I don't know, man. It's just, and I guess what's even more concerning to me is. It happened, I don't know what, around like noon yesterday, something like that. I personally didn't know about it until around 6:00. And, and I think it's because, obviously I'm in school, but I think it's become almost so normalized that we don't, it's not the first thing out of everybody's mouth. It's just, it happened again. And we got to do something to change it. Like you said, like being in the school, I don't fear going to school. But I'm sure those people didn't fear going to school either. So, I was talking to our officers at school today, and it was just, it's just a shame that we got to even think about it.
Nah, true indeed. You got officers in the school?
We have always had one. Today we had two, just because of.
See, yeah, in some districts, I know my district, we don't even have officers in the school, which is, kind of uncommon for me, because I know when we was in Baltimore City, we had like a police department in the school. But it comes down to this, man, and it's just kind of this narrative that I've been kind of thinking about. But not thinking about, but just we come to realize like hurt people, right? So what you see here is a young child, what I'm saying, who couldn't handle the frustration of not graduating. Couldn't handle the frustration of just life in general. It's like he was living with his grandmother, so didn't mention of his mother or father. So he was already, on those traumatic experiences. And I was just talking to my man Mike Jones, and shout out Mike Jones from Commitment. We was just talking, and the pandemic really affected us, but it really affected our children.
Yeah.
Because the mental health and that mental health is so fragile with children, you know what I'm saying? And now they had to deal with all of this, and they're having a hard time, overcoming, you know what I mean? So it's unfortunate that this kid, kind of lost it. And then now because he lost it, other lives were lost. And that's the sad thing, because really you got hurt people hurting people. And that's sad. So I actually think we should do a moment of silence for, all the victims, all the people that were affected by that. Yeah, it's a sad thing, no. But hopefully, we'll put resources in. Like police are necessary, but I'm saying, like, it's not like this kid was just, it just needed more security. Yes, absolutely. But this was a kid that had mental health issues,
Yeah.
and it went undetected for a long time, and that's also a tragedy as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope that, being that we all, I mean, you, me, Coach, we work in the school, but you also affiliate with the school and you work in the community and doing that. We just got to make sure that we're empowering these children to do what's right, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think sometimes we get lost and it happens to the best of us, man, because we got families to feed, right? But we get lost in our own need and forget why we're there. We're there to empower. We're there to encourage. We're there to change their lives. Mm-hmm. And we have to make sure that we're doing that. And I think that if we can do that, then hopefully we can mitigate some of these circumstances.
Absolutely. And like I said, when you're an educator, when you're in the building, if you're a coach, you're a volunteer, just the littlest, hey, you okay, to a young person can go a long way.
Right.
And so, again, you don't even have to be, an educator. It can just be anybody, and like I said, the more that we do that, the more that we start to lean on each other, then, I think that can be a big, help in all this situation. Obviously there's, larger levels and larger platforms I don't really want to get into right now, that this all has been stemming from too. But if we are supportive of each other, we can still help mitigate these circumstances.
Right.
Like you said.
Right.
So, so like I said, once again, and
it's just to put it in this circumstance,
sure,
that, sometimes I hate when things like this happen, because what happens is it gives the reality that this is not a red issue or a blue issue. It's a human issue.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you're for the red or for the blue or for whatever party, whatever, everybody's affected.
Sure. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like an equaling the playing field. And that's unfortunate. That's the thing where it's like, we bicker and fight over things that really don't matter. What matters to me is my children. And that's for anybody that got parents. I got fathers that are fathers out there or got kids. Like, everything. I was telling somebody the other day, like, because they were just adamant about no. I'm like, listen, you working 90 hours or you working this, that, and the third. You only doing that because you want to take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, we have purpose, you know what I'm saying? But that purpose, within that purpose lies our responsibility for our children. So, we just had to do better, man. That's all.
No, absolutely. So thoughts and prayers out there, and just constant, again, it's just something like we talk, it's just, again, it's become so normalized, like you said, Coach, like we just had that incident in Buffalo, not even 2 weeks ago. And, that was kind of forgotten about. And then, now we move on. It's like we are so quick then, because it's, again, be happening so often. We shouldn't be forgetting about any of these situations.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, you shouldn't forget. You should use them as a reminder to make sure that you bring forth what you're supposed to bring. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we get caught up in culture. And I think like it's a book I'm gonna write or something. When culture precedes morality, we're in trouble.
That sounds like a great college course.
That's what I'm saying.
I was going to say, it might actually be a regular course, but that would be a good one.
So it's different, man. So it's all good though.
Well, like I said, not to make light, but to try to transition, over to our sports topic. We talked about Steve Kerr and the way he addressed it, after the Warriors game the other night. I kind of want to just talk about, that series in general to start off. Like, obviously Dallas made it, one to avoid the sweep.
It should be 2-2.
Probably.
That's this coach's team, though. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
What do you mean? Come on, they lost that lead, bro. They lost the lead. They didn't. It's more poor coaching, bad shot selection, whatever. If you're up by that much and then you're still up in the fourth or whatever, and you lose, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they lost by like 15, right? They lost.
Here's the only reason I'll disagree with that. The Warriors that third quarter is their thing.
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
not something. That's something they do. Like,
Yeah, but they do it because the other team allows them to do it, though, right?
right.
That's fair, right? That's what I'm saying. So they if they didn't allow them to do it, then so my matter of fact, shout out Tony, right? So Tony across the street, right? He was like, "Yo, Warriors." What did he say? He said Warriors in 7. There you go. He online too. What up, Tone? He said Warriors in 7. No, he said Dallas in 7. I said, nah.
After it was 3-0.
Right. I said, nah. He said just today. He said Dallas in 7. I said, nah. I said, but you know what? I will say this. It should be 2-2. It should be 2-2. So, but I still think nah. I think the next game is done. I think they're done.
Yeah, I don't see Dallas winning 4 games in a row.
But if they go to Dallas, if they go to Golden State and win, it almost seems a little LeBron-ish. That's all I'm saying. But I don't see it, though. I like Dallas's team, though. I really do like the team. You know what I'm saying? I do. Right. See, he's saying Mavs in 7. See?
It's easy to say. It's easy to say that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Easy to say that.
You know.
Do you really? Are you willing to put something up against that?
That's what I was going to ask.
Right.
That's
Tony
what
was
we- that's what we
Tony
know.
had some money behind it.
Yeah. I don't know, Tone. You got some bread.
I was going to say.
I wish, I'll be honest with you, I wish I had bet. Who was I? I was talking with my uncle, and
they're plus 3,000 right now to win the Western Conference.
who
The Dallas.
yeah, I wouldn't put no money on that.
Yeah,
I wanted to put some money
$5.
on Miami, though. I did want to put some money on Miami. I didn't like how they played, but I just kind of knew they was going to lose anyway. Like, it's just going to happen, right? So, I don't know. Well, he said he got in his FanDuel, so.
Say, there you go. Exactly. I knew there was some personal motivation, but he's trying to breathe it into reality. So, okay. So, but I mean, like I said, the Warriors are just, it's funny. I'm actually mad at myself. I had a bet earlier in the year at Warriors plus 600 to win the championship. And, I cashed out, and I probably should have left it in.
Yeah, you probably worth something right now.
Oh yeah, well it was like I said, it was like $50 to at plus 600, so it was 50 to win 300, and but now
Warriors look good. They look really good.
they do. I mean,
Yeah.
do you think that, like I said, you got Miami and Boston are just beating each other up? I think that's going to go 7 games. Do you think that this is obviously we'll see what happens. You think this is the Warriors' title to lose at this point?
I don't. I mean, I think the Warriors need to finish off this series. I mean, I think they're going to win the series no matter what, but they need to finish it off. And they're an older team; they need to be healthy. I think whoever comes out of the East wins it. I just think that, especially if it's Boston, I think Boston, the way they're built, the way they defend, the way they can score, I think that's the team to beat right now. I mean, and I'm a Warriors fan, so I want it to be the Warriors, but I just don't. They're not. Clay's not Clay that he was on the defensive end more than anything. So now you have Poole, you have Clay, you have Curry out there. If you got to guard a Jimmy. Or a Brown and Tatum. Like, I don't know if the Warriors can do that.
Yeah. Well, Tony just said Jordan Poole's a terrible defender. So,
Well, there's a lot of terrible defenders in the NBA.
I mean, Boston, like I said, I don't like Boston. I'm lying. I want Miami, but I don't know. I just feel like, what happened to Hero?
I don't know how he got. I didn't know he's obviously out. I didn't know what happened to him. I didn't know.
If Duncan Robinson, he's the X factor. He can get in the game and shoot some shots and make them. They're in trouble.
So he got in the last game.
And he ain't doing nothing.
He looked awful.
Yeah, what happened to him?
He looked awful. I think
It's probably confidence.
Max Strus came in and took his whole.
He took his heart. Yeah.
And I think his confidence is just gone.
Yeah. Well, same with Philly. We need him.
yeah.
Yeah, we could use him. We use them. But I mean, listen, we got all season to talk about. We got all summer. Right now, I'm just pissed off. My Phillies ain't doing well. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
I know y'all upset too, right?
They're doing all right.
I mean, listen.
They
You know
suck.
what? Listen, it's fine. You told
I'm
me.
only following your lead, Randy.
You told me this.
It was an emotional. It was an emotional post this morning, right?
A loss is a loss. Whatever they lose,
You know, listen. I'm
loss
just
is a
talking.
loss.
Right.
You know, I
Fire Girardi.
listen, I
Like,
try,
damn.
I
Like-
try to take your advice. And I don't. I can't live day in and day out. But there's some
You don't
games.
do a good job of that.
Yeah, and right.
I don't. I mean, I'm addicted to it, man. I
Right.
can't.
That's your squad.
But
It's okay.
I am sick and tired of Joe Girardi and his managerial moves. It's just terrible. But again, you told me this. My buddy Phil, shout out to him, who's a Yankee fan, said you're going to end up hating Girardi.
Well, listen. Listen. You're
they're
right.
not good. They're just not good.
You're right. I don't want it to just be all Girardi. Like, I don't care who they got. This team sucks.
They suck.
Right.
You're right.
Phillies always suck, bro. Like, it's not as.
Now you're just taking me on.
I'm just saying, man. Yo, get a Yankee hat, man. I might treat, man.
Listen,
Might
I
treat.
told you I had.
Y'all will look good in Yankee hats, man.
I told you I've donned a Yankee jersey
Mm-hmm.
in Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
I told you I'm a Jeter fan.
Yeah.
So, but I will not root for the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's all right, though.
But I mean, I
It's
guess
all right.
the thing is, it's just day in, day out.
Yeah, Tony said bring back Dollar Dog Nights, but they're actually running a whole lot of. They're running Dollar Dog Nights, I think, all summer, right? Trying to do something. I just saw it though. They're doing
trying
something.
to bring it back. Some guy was trying to
Somebody
push
did
for more
something,
dog-
right?
And I know, and someone was like complaining.
So
I got
it's
into
like
it with them. They were like, "The dogs are soggy." What are you expecting
for $1?
For $1?
Yeah,
It's like
for
I
$1.
feed my children this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They used to be able to bring your puppy up in there too. You can't.
they do still have
Yeah.
bark at the park.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, they still. So they
Yeah.
can, the dogs can eat the dollar dogs.
Well,
Let me ask this question about the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
How many games did you think going into the season they were going to win?
I thought they were about an 83, 85 win team, which is kind of what, they're not too far off that pace.
So why are we killing them?
Well, no. That's the defense mechanism.
No, it's not.
He didn't think that. Not with all them signings. Not all.
No,
them
because I
fucking
still
signings.
knew we had.
And them signing. He listen secretly inside. He was like, look. He was like this. Look.
They were good signs. But, we're running out
You know what I
guys.
mean?
We're running out guys. Like Girardi, the problem with Girardi is, and they agreed with me today on 97.5 The Fanatic. Shout out to Von
Oh, okay.
Gibbons.
Okay.
Because I did call today while I was waiting.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes. Because
Did you get on?
I call. When it comes to Philly season, keep your ear out.
Oh,
'Cause
you
I,
upset?
yeah.
Listen.
I was going to say, I am a Devon
What
Gibbons.
you are,
big
Mount
fan.
Laurel Rand or what?
Mount Laurel, Randy from Mount Laurel. Yes. I'm a big fan. Devon Gibbons,
Oh man.
he does the evening show on Big
He's
Ten.
pretty
Miss
good,
Nelly,
too.
Miss Nelly doesn't let me on.
Devon Givens is good.
I like him.
He-
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
really
pretty
good. Miss Nelly does not let me on
Oh,
because we got no beef a couple of years back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think he remembers?
Probably he didn't get. I told you he didn't give me an NCAA tournament team that year.
Oh, damn.
I was mad. I was heated.
Wow.
But
Yeah, we're working. We're working. We're working.
well,
We're all
either
work in
way.
progress. It's
But
okay.
like I said, I know it's early. I'm just tired of the lack of accountability. And he made an interesting point, Devon Gibbons, today, that as Philadelphia fans, they're reminding us of the Doc Rivers post-game press conferences, like taking no accountability for poor rotations, poor decision making. And I said that's a very interesting comparison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on, yeah, just tell him, coach.
Here's what I have a problem with that. And I have a problem with and I'm not a Doc Rivers fan at all. I could care less about Girardi. I'm not.
I know. I mean,
I'm not in tune with that at all.
It's
I
true.
know what Girardi did this last game. I got it. But when do we start, as Philly fans, start to hold other people accountable other than just the coach?
the players.
Like, we have no problem holding.
I'm almost about to cry over here because
Jalen Hurts.
No, I feel like coach is having a revelation.
No. Like, when we have no problem putting blame on
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Matisse
Mm-hmm.
or even Ben.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what about and I'll just go back. I'll give him a pass this year, even though he shouldn't get one. But last year, we lost that game. In my opinion, the Hawks game. You can put it on whoever you want. That was Embiid's fault.
7 turnovers and that costly turnover right there. Yep,
Yes, he did.
absolutely.
So and then as a coach of the Phillies, I should be able to put a pitcher in the game
and get the
and get
game out.
Now, could I have put in this guy instead of that guy?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, maybe. But he's on my roster. He should be able to get the damn
Yes.
job done.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, this is. I just want to say, Coach, I thank you for this, like, because it's almost like you're starting to see that there's like a diagnosis problem. It's like there's like a problem.
But you know what it is to me that's crazy. It's only certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like pick and choose. Like Embiid won't get blamed for anything.
Nothing. Not right now.
Like,
Not right now.
and I'm not gonna put the blame on him for this season. But like, still like why can't you get in the post and score against Miami Heat, who doesn't have a center? Like, why can't you do that?
Why were you looking all clumsy and clumsy?
Yep.
So just different things like that. And
Right.
like, I don't know. So I think we have to start holding the athletes
Accountable.
a little bit more like the coach. Yeah,
I don't
think
disagree with that.
I don't think Doc Rivers is a good coach. I don't know about Girardi, but I think if I'm on this team as a relief pitcher, I should be able to get outs.
It's what you paid for.
That's all I'm here for.
You did. You're just there to get that out.
That's it.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is. My thing is with Girardi, and again, is just like I said, is the accountability. If he's like he knew how the rotation was going to set up in the bullpen, and yet knowing that the one pitcher wouldn't be available or such and such, he still went ahead and did the dumb move.
Oh, what was the move that he did?
The other day using his closer in a 4-run game instead of knowing that then he wouldn't be available later on.
Yeah, but
It's-
I mean, but you
And then yesterday-
you guys have blown.
Again, it's the same issue.
You've blown 4-run leads, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
So
six run lead. Oh,
so that I'm saying, but so then how do you blame them?
No, you're right.
Should have it's the same thing like Doc Rivers did, right? Like, yo, keep him beating the game because we're not really sure that this thing is over.
We always give up leads.
We give up leads.
Yeah.
So my thing is, so he really didn't make a bad decision. He was like, yo, if I'm going, we got to go for the win. I got to go with my closer. The issue I'm having with the Phillies is where's your starter?
Oh,
Don't say Wheeler.
Look, that's what he said, right? The ace?
He's been pitching well.
Is it? Is it? What's his record?
well, he's 3-3, but that's not
Okay.
due to him.
So he's been doing well. ERA's down?
Really well the other night, didn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. More than Nola?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Where is your other boy?
Oh, Bryce
Real Muto.
Remuto
He's hitting like 250.
struggling.
for $250 million.
Well, 125.
And then where's your other guy with the beard?
Bryce.
No. The one you said, oh, well, he has his beard, and I think he's going to be a kind of closer. Fucking
Archie's not even on the roster.
He's not on the team no more?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but we got your guy Familia, who I used to be from the Mets.
Oh, I don't know why you. Yeah, he was a bum.
no. And when we signed him, I was like, I used to get excited when he came in to face the Phillies.
Did you?
Yeah, because I knew we would probably score.
Right.
Yeah. But either
It's
way,
something.
I mean, the thing is, it's something's got to give. But this team's not good.
Yeah.
They're
no,
just
it's
not good.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
But I did want to go back to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, no. Go ahead. I wasn't saying.
I mean, like I said, it's look. At the end of the day, it's still only
yeah, it's
Memorial Day
early.
weekend.
Yeah.
You got to see where they lie August 1st.
Yeah.
If they go on a win streak, all of a sudden all was right in the world.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, all is right in baseball world.
I'm gonna go see a couple of games this summer.
I've been doing it. I've been trying to work on my mental health with the Phillies. Like I've been kind of tuning out because I've been spending an hour watching Ozark. So I just got into it. So I'm in season 1.
I got to finish.
So I'm in season 1. So what I've been doing is watching that, and then I come and I catch the last couple innings. So I can only go through that. But Ozark is something else.
Ozark's different, man.
Oh, you finally.
We just started it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, speaking of we,
Yes.
Oh
we haven't
yes.
talked about we.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I did
very much.
apologize. I did apologize to him. Let me apologize publicly. I apologize. I didn't come.
I didn't come either.
That's okay.
I got caught up. I couldn't.
And I had to drink. See, what they did was, and with Charlie Brown's in Woodbury's phenomenal. Okay, I'm
Well,
saying,
while we're at restaurants, I'm going to bash one, but go ahead.
but go there. It's nice. It's a nice,
like
and
it.
food is good. It's a good vibe, whatever. But the lady, I like to drink scotch, so I'm drinking Glenfiddich, and they don't they don't mix the drink. I'm very particular. Glenfiddich, Coke, 4 limes. Don't bring 3.
Oh, you know, it's
bring
like the
2.
tea.
Like the tea.
4 honeys,
4.
3 sugars.
Very particular.
But what's the call? What's the tea again?
Green tea.
I know, but then you got a specific 4 honeys.
5 honeys,
Right.
2 lemons. Please, because my throat hurts, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But
Careful there, Jay.
but stupid. But I tell you, they don't mix the drink. So she brought this shot of Glenfiddich that was like that much, yo.
You told me it was like it was up there.
It was up there, and then the soda on the side. And I had to kind of like mix my thing, and it threw my whole little.
She gave you 2 different things.
Yeah, which really, when I heard about that too, I was like, that was weird.
I don't like it. Like I didn't like it. Like she do it because she doesn't want to mess up your shot. But I'm like, but then I'm making my own shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now, first I'm like, all right, let me sip it. But I'm like, oh, it's strong. It's not really how I enjoy it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I actually got, between that and the turkey burger and the salad bar, I was done, man. You ever had that comatose feeling from eating?
Yeah,
and drinking?
absolutely.
Like, I'm not going.
Can't do
and
it.
I can't do nothing.
We
Yeah.
went to
And that's what it was. So I apologize,
Firebird.
though.
It's okay. No, but thank you though for the congratulations.
But we haven't said nothing. We haven't even
It was
congratulated
a
you
wonderful
yet.
day.
We haven't even.
We haven't
Hit
said
the
it,
right
though.
one. Don't
Yeah.
boo me.
No, but we haven't even said
Okay.
it. Congratulations, brother Randy, on your engagement.
Thank
You
you.
already said lifetime contract, right?
Yes, I
Signed a
did.
lifetime contract.
That's right. So we will celebrate you at some point soon and have a little beverage, a little
Thank
toast
you.
for you.
Thank
know
you.
what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean,
If it wasn't educational, we would have a little sip now. But we don't want to do like how Barkley and them be doing.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
no.
We hide
But
in
we
the cups.
listen, we had a great time,
Okay.
a great situation. Shout out, to the Iron Plow Vineyards up
Okay.
there in Columbus. It was beautiful, great job. Shout out to Ken Rom. He was the photographer there.
Okay.
My brother's friend of mine. He watches the show Ken Rom Photography. If you need something done, he's on Facebook. Phenomenal job. And shout out to Kristen. I'm going to go on a rant like you did
Oh, with Chelsea.
with Chelsea.
Chelsea Jr. Okay.
So no, Kristen did a great job. Kristen from Miller's Ale
Kristen.
House
Oh, right.
in Mount Laurel gets a 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, but I would like to call out Gabriel,
Oh,
the manager who screwed up.
is he manager?
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Oh, he was a manager.
So he screwed up everything. I had called earlier in the week, had everything set up. I call Saturday, nothing's in place. The only thing I told you guys is the story. And then Kristen took care of it. So this past Sunday, about 10:30, 10:45, I get a phone call from Gabriel. Hey, how you doing? I'm just confirming everything for today. And I said, I was nice at first. I said, well, everything was last week and no effing thanks to you. But Kristen took care of everything. Shout out to her. She did a great job. And that's all, that's all I need to say. And he goes, wait, no. I said, sir, that's all I need to say. That's it. And I said, next time, learn how to do your effing job so you don't screw up big days for people. I was pretty pissed off. He calls back.
Gangster.
He calls back.
Gangster.
And he says, I don't need your attitude, sir.
Right. That's how you know that he definitely was the manager, right? 'Cause he,
So I said, that was not an attitude. I said, you want to tell me that because you screwed up, I'm supposed to feel okay about it. I said, no, nothing, no appreciation. I said, you called me a week later. And then, oh man. So, but shout out to Kristen, not Gabriel from the Mount Laurel Miller's Ale House. So
yeah. So yeah. No. Yeah. Well, listen. Listen. They got good drinks there here too.
no, it was good. Listen, everything was great. Food was good. Nice setup. Everything turned out well.
It's good.
So
how do you feel? So it's been like 2 weeks since you've been engaged,
yes,
man. How you feel?
That feels good, man.
Feels good?
Does it feel the same? Different?
I mean, it just feels like, it feels the same. I mean, it's a good thing,
Okay. that's good.
I mean, now, of course, it's the wedding planning.
Oh.
I mean,
is it? I'm not sure if I should ask this question. When is the wedding?
well, but I don't want to reveal too much, but I mean, it's in the works.
He was stuttering.
He
How involved are you going to the wedding planning?
See, I don't want to, every time I cough, I get the look. What was that?
How involved are you going to be in the wedding planning?
Well, I'm going to be an active participant, because I'm a smart man. I don't want to, but I said, well, whatever you want, we'll plan it out. We'll go look at things, and but we have to do things within reason.
Right.
So,
Very, very, very diplomatic.
Exactly.
Very, very PC.
Exactly. But it's almost like you're negotiating a contract.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like I said, I would like to do it. All depends on availability.
Yeah.
But look, if I was going to propose, I mean, I'd marry you tomorrow at this point.
Yeah. Well, congratulations,
thank
bro.
you.
Listen, man, definitely, know the journey. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely just excited and happy for you guys.
Absolutely.
That's the first step, like I said, and
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
It'd be amazing if you could get married at Citizens Bank Park, or maybe, you know what? I wonder if they rent the Phillies Hall of Fame Club. Would you get married there?
I mean, we looked into it already.
You did, didn't you? I know you did.
She did.
I know.
Did.
Yo, see, that's creative, right?
And that's why I said that's why there's a ring on your finger, because she did look into it.
Yeah.
So
And then you would have been there with like Richie Ashburn.
shut up.
Who else? Mike Schmidt.
Wait, let me bring up some other news for you.
Who else?
Chuck Klein.
Fuck is he?
I was gonna say, let me, or in the Wall of Famers, all the Wall of Famers.
Or the Philly Wall of Fame.
Wall of Famers.
Yeah. Who's out? I mean, well, anyway, but yeah. So that listen, man. Hey, listen, just congratulations.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. But listen, what game is on tonight, man?
Tonight is Boston and Miami, Game 5.
Yo, it's always whoever wins that Game 5, right? Wait a minute. Did Philly win that Game 5? No. We went down.
Blown out.
Got blown out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's always that Game 5, man. We're in Miami, right?
Yeah.
I like Miami. I
don't know if Tyler Hero's playing. They need Tyler Hero.
They do need him. They need his creativity.
They need somebody who can create shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, they need his attitude. Like, he's speaking of, did you ever see that thing that thing is Bam Adebayo looks like someone tried to draw Dwight Howard from memory?
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
I was rolling.
They have the pictures next to him. I'm like, yo,
That's hilarious.
it's wild. Yeah.
It was hilarious. I mean, I always like the home team in indecisive games like this, So I'm gonna edge on the side of Miami.
I just like Miami. I don't know. I don't like Boston. I'm not saying Boston's not good. If Smart's playing, Smart. I mean, they're good though. Boston's good though. I can't even front. They're front. I can't even front. They're good, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I'm not a Tatum fan like that. But he's really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a Brown fan, but I'd take him on the Sixers. But they have just nice pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they fit well together. I think and I think what they only play 7-8 guys,
Right.
and those guys know it. So everybody's just playing hard, and so I don't know. I like Boston. I think I feel like Miami's just beat up, man. Jimmy's not 100%.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry's not 100%. Hero's out. Bam isn't.
He's not that guy like that.
Yeah, he's not that guy. Max Strus, they're relying heavy on Max Strus, who's wherever he came from. Like, he's about to get paid. Good for him.
Big time. Yeah.
I was good. Oh, go ahead.
No, so like that, I just don't know if Miami has the horses right now to stay in it.
Yeah. You might be right though.
I mean, who's going to get paid? They were talking about Jalen Brunson's going to get paid.
He's
about to get paid crazy.
My goodness.
It ain't gonna be in Dallas, but he's about to make a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be playing for the New York Knickerbockers.
I was going to say, I think he might be a
Next year.
That's where I think he goes.
Yeah. I heard him. He was busting on his
He was
father.
busting on his dad. Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, Rick wasn't no slouch, man.
Rick was tough.
Rick could play, man. And Rick had that. Again, when you nice at the video game, son, you nice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was a McDonald's All-American. Like,
he wasn't no slouch.
I mean, he had the respect. I know, what was it? Kenny Smith and Charles had the respect for him.
Oh, he wasn't no slouch,
I
man.
mean,
He wasn't no slouch.
And you know that if Charles doesn't have any respect for you, he'll let you know.
Yeah.
So
he wasn't no slouch, man.
I mean, he'll go out and to your mama if he don't like it.
Who?
Charles.
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't hear it? You didn't hear him?
He said it to the Warriors fan.
Yeah.
What he said?
He told the one Warriors fan, "You don't shut up, I'm gonna go your mama."
Oh wow, that's funny.
No, I mean it was like right
And he was
as
like,
they were
he was
rolling.
pissed. Like he was. It wasn't like.
No, it wasn't a joke.
No,
He was, I'm gonna go to your house and
No.
I mean Charles doesn't give a shit.
No. That's what I always liked about Charles, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Miami though. I like Miami in this game. I do.
I think Boston pulls this one out.
Speaking of going back to Jason Tatum, and he had thought, because we didn't even talk about it, and I don't really dig too much into it, but everyone does. Embiid didn't make first team All NBA, second team All NBA.
Yeah, I'm
But if you look, I'm sorry,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say people are saying, "Oh, he should have been first team," all that. Who would you replace on the first team?
right.
And that's what I look at.
You
like-
had to replace Joker,
Well, you can't. You
You
can't
can't,
tell
'cause
me
he's
that
the
if he didn't
MVP.
win it, exactly.
so you
Not
can't
gonna
do
replace
that.
him with Giannis,
Right. It's really much they're saying that he should have won the MVP. That's
right?
what
And that's
saying.
right.
But at the same time, like, yo, you know what? I mean, he was beat up though, right? But, but I just the flopping,
But
I
what
just feel like in that game, yo, you gotta take
You gotta take
take your game 6. He should have stepped up. I don't think he stepped up. I don't want to hear about it's like you. Everybody's hurt. Marcus Smart is they taking all kind of beatings. I don't really. I mean, again, I never had my shoulder messed up, but it just seemed like Tatum. I don't know. I don't want to say somebody wasn't hurt or whatever, but
Yeah, the Paul Pierce.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like it came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Like, but even there, everybody's coming back. But you still, I mean, it's like any little, he had some people like my daughter, right? My daughter, and I'm bathing her or still in this process of teaching her how to bathe effectively so I don't have to do it no more. She'll fall and say, "Oh, Daddy, don't, I ain't even touch it." You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just wipe it hard, just to, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, some people get a little cut and they start to break down, and that's kind of why I
toughen
felt.
her up.
Yeah, I'm playing with it too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but with Embiid, it's like ain't little small little thing. It's like tell me you didn't feel like he was floppy and sloppy, or he couldn't stand up, yo.
No, I hear you. And even with the All NBA, people look at, we lost out on the MVP. We lost out on the MVP. And that's the thing. Philly fans think we lost out on the MVP. But at the end of the day, go ahead. I'll let you.
No, go ahead. At the end of the day, go ahead.
At the end of the day, even if, let's say, Joel's the MVP, I don't give a shit about that. I'm still mad about where we're at right now.
You know what was interesting? And shout out Dave Allen, Cherry Hill basketball coach. He has, I would say we need to get him on, but our show will be 5 hours long if he's on talking about this. But he said something great to me the other day. He said, and he actually said it on our show the one time he was on. He was talking about how when you cheat the game's not going to give anything back to you. And Embiid cheated the game for so long, being out of shape, not respecting it, not doing the things he was supposed to do. And now that he's trying to do those things, it's like, I don't know if the game's going to give it back to him yet. But he said,
okay,
that's a good point.
That's fair. That's fair.
He said he made the Giannis comparison. Like,
That's
Giannis
fair.
has always worked hard, always done the right things, tried to get better. And when Giannis needed it the most, he put up 50 and went 17 for 18 from the foul line. Like that. Anyway, but he said what was really telling for him was Embiid made a comment of, "Well, I didn't win the MVP, so now it's time to go out and win a championship."
Right.
That should have been the goal from the beginning.
Thank you.
Not MVP, then championship.
Yeah.
It should have been championship and then whatever comes along with
Right.
that. And I think that's pretty telling of where, I know everybody keeps saying we need an enforcer, we need a PJ Tucker type. We need somebody who can put Embiid in his place.
Well, I mean, you're right. The language, he did say that. He did say that. And I actually thought that was, I didn't like that statement. And I didn't like the statement when he said, I just can't win. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to. I didn't like that either. That was more telling to me, like, oh, I just can't win. Like, what, you doing this for accolades, dude?
Right.
Like, are you trying to win something? Like, you should know that, this pressure, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I like that point. That was a great point about the cheating the game or whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, you know what? Listen, he put the work in, and you know, I mean, I guess it's a great point though. It really is, because you saw some old habits reappear to me.
Like he's just making the changes
Right.
now to try to do the right
To
thing.
do the right thing, but it's still that process when it's in the moment,
Right.
like when it really matters.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, it mattered when they played Toronto, that 3-2 game, right? It mattered, and he got busy. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of like the mental's not there yet. It's still a maturity thing.
Now you say,
And he's just entering his prime. Is that fair to say?
I think he's entering the
I think
match.
he's in. I think he's in it. I think he's.
He's in it, knee deep in it, or
If you,
so is he 27, 28?
well, I think that right now he's testing the water and he needs to jump in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah. I don't blame Embiid for many things this season, because he still gave you what, 20, 30?
oh yeah,
This was
30?
his best season. by
Right,
yes,
far.
right.
The
So-
games played,
Right.
not sitting out, all that stuff.
Yeah,
by
so
far.
leadership, all that. So, you know what I mean? But it's something with him in that offense, and his piece is missing. And maybe it's, you know, sometimes, you know, the Knicks had this problem. They would go for the home run. You know, I was watching some old clips. I'm like, yo, damn, we had Mike Bibby on the team one time. We had, you know, Jason Kidd was on there. Chauncey was on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all these players kind of like past their prime a little bit. They're chasing stars. And, you know, I'm actually thinking like, yo, would we have fared better with Drummond and Steph Curry? And would we have fared better?
If you had Steph, you definitely would have fared better.
Well, not Steph, Seth.
yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
my
we do.
bad.
Yeah,
Would we have fared better with those two?
Well, I think that question all comes down to what Harden is next year.
well, I didn't even talk on that.
Yeah, I think that's what that comes down
You
to.
know, I know we're kind of wrapping up towards the end of the show tonight, but I wanted to ask you too, Coach. You said that he needs someone to get in his ear. Do you think that is a veteran leader who's been there and done it, or is that in the form of a different coach?
Well, if I can jump, let me just jump.
Sure.
I wish if he had, let's say, a different type of superstar other than James Harden, then I think he would listen. But James Harden, he neutered him. He neutered James Harden. He said,
Right.
he's not the James Harden from Houston. I think everybody expected
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
You neutered him. So, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, and B's like, get out of here, man. You ain't what you used to be. You washed up now.
So what
You
if
know
he
what
had
I'm
like a
saying?
Chris Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only a few players.
I
in
mean,
the
someone
league
who has the
that like have that respect that could get him to, yo, get on the block and go score.
Right.
And I think, you know, obviously Jimmy is one of those guys
Mhm.
that I think he would look up to. Like, what do I need to do? Like, and you know, I only think there's a few guys that have that.
Jimmy had it.
Jimmy had it for sure.
Jimmy did have it.
Yeah. You
There's
should
only
have
a
kept
few of
Jimmy.
them.
Now, do you believe, going back to what James Harden said the other day, that, you know, I was fatigued, you're going to see the real James Harden?
Did he
next
say
year?
that, though? I don't even know. Did he?
I have to go back and look at the exact quote.
Not even a quote. It's who said it. I didn't see it on Bleacher or,
No,
you know.
he was the one that
I
said
saw something, James, that he said it.
You saw like he
I
said.
didn't hear him say.
See, I don't be. Sometimes I do be thinking it's fake news, man. Like, you know,
No, you
fake
have to
news
look
is
at the
real.
reason.
He said something like, "Yo, people don't understand. I've been offensively fatigued for the last 2 years. You're gonna see the real James Harden." Blah blah blah. I don't know. I mean, I would kind of say, I don't understand it. You've been offensively fatigued.
Well, I mean, I guess the only thing as a Sixers fan, all you can do is hope that that's real.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know how much stock you can put into it,
but he's trying to get money too. He's trying to get paid, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
if he wants to get paid, he'll get paid.
he'll get paid regardless, right?
He'll get paid. Like if he could hold the Sixers hostage
Yeah, right.
if he wants to.
He wants
if he
to,
wants to.
right.
Like so
That's his man, though. You know what I'm saying?
So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, it's sad though. I mean, Jimmy. I wasn't for Jimmy. I like Jimmy on the Sixers, but I wasn't for him because I was like, yo, you know what? I think the smart move is Ben because he's young. I think at the time he was like 22, 23. So I'm like, yo, just get Ben. Jimmy was 30. Because what is he, 33 now?
What do you mean get Ben?
It was either, remember back then when they couldn't keep that whole squad together. So they had to either choose between paying Ben or paying Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh. You were calling.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were
You were
referring
calling
to.
Harden Jimmy before.
Oh, was that? Oh, okay,
That's
yeah, right. Jimmy Butler,
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, listen, let's rock with, with Ben, because I mean, at least, you know what I mean? But so
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, when it comes to the Sixers, like I said, we got a long off season.
yeah, we got plenty of time to talk about this. Let's go Miami. It's about to start, so let's go. He did say that, Tone, Tobias Harris over me, but I don't even think that it was Tobias over Jimmy. I think it was Ben.
Right. But I mean,
Just the contract.
the money that-
contract's actual situation. They re-signed Tobias instead of signing Jimmy, but
Right.
they did that because
They knew they had to sign Ben.
it was either Ben or Jimmy.
Or Ben or Jimmy. Right. You know what I
So
mean?
They either had to trade Ben or sign Jimmy.
Yeah.
so,
The Philadelphia Union. Ain't they still? Are they still over here? Are they?
Who?
The Philadelphia Union are in first
That's
place.
Philly
To
team.
sign-
I don't support Philly.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Like, that's
You don't?
apparently they're good.
Oh,
I don't know. Apparently they're good.
I like the New
Jersey team.
that's
Right.
right.
Oh, the
Cosmos
Stars, yeah.
or whatever. I don't know what it is.
So who do you root for in
Play-
New York, New Jersey? Isn't there like
What
a
do you
New
mean?
York, New Jersey
There is a
team?
New York, New Jersey team.
What kind of soccer?
I think there's a New York, New Jersey soccer
Soccer
team.
team, man.
The first time, let me tell you, the first time that I watched soccer was when my daughter was playing. The last time I watched soccer
Is when your daughter was playing.
when my daughter was playing.
I can't watch soccer either.
Running
No.
around. It's not even, you know what? I could probably get into it, but boy, let me tell you, we was out there and it was like fall and it was like 30 degrees. I said, nah, I ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing this. It's done. I'm done.
The New York Red Bulls.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, listen. With that said, I think I know what's in your final thought, real quick, Coach. What do you got?
Final thoughts. Let's go Warriors. I mean, that's my final thought. I'm a Warriors fan now. Sixers are done. That's my squad. No, just the playoffs have sucked these last couple rounds.
Have.
Like everybody's getting blown out. Games
Yeah.
are close.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get some good games, see some buzzer
Yeah.
beaters, things like that. But yeah, other than that,
I'd love to see like a good overtime game 5 or something.
something
Yeah.
good. We need something good.
So, Jay.
Let's go Miami. I'm not okay. I'm not upset if the Warriors win the title.
I am because I should have kept my money on them.
I feel you on that. But if they win, then I get to I get my statement of KD, you garbage.
I was going to bring that
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
It's very true.
You garbage.
If we had more time, I was going to bring that up because
You
I was
garbage.
reading about that.
You know
too.
what I mean?
True.
So that's why I'm actually okay with them. Warriors look
You
all
left
right.
the dynasty, and the dynasty didn't need you.
No, but he was trying to prove like the Warriors, you know what I'm saying, I can do my own thing. Like, but anyway, like I said, we got all something to talk about. KD, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But not Warriors. Let's go Miami Heat. The Red Bulls, like Tony's saying that they had the New York Red Bulls. They play at MetLife, so we should probably root for the New York Red Bulls because they're paying taxes and everything in Jersey.
they
So we should, root for that.
Let's go Red Bulls.
Red Bulls. Same
my
thing.
final thought, man.
Like to see Miami win tonight. Shout out Tony. He's watching the whole show with us, so we appreciate that. As usual, I'm going to try to keep my composure with the Phillies.
Mhm.
But Joe, looking at you, I hope you make some good decisions over the next few games.
Okay,
See what happens.
See, that's what I'm saying. It should be a retraction because that was not a bad decision.
I'm not
that
going to retract it.
But it wasn't. Do you understand?
No,
it wasn't
Your
a bad
Honor,
decision.
I'm not retracting any statements.
They're down 4-1.
It suck.
well,
What I'm saying, but
let's go.
that wasn't a bad decision.
See, that's
though.
why I'm glad
You know
I'm
what
going to go
saying?
with Ozark tonight. I'm going to go with Ozark.
I would too. I'd keep going with it too.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Episode 6 now.
Ozark is definitely official.
Right now, we're at where he just gave Ruthie, right? Is that her name?
Ruth.
Ruth.
I don't know why I said
Yeah.
Ruthie.
Ruth's
Ruth.
Ruth the thug.
Yeah.
Ruth, the control of the club. So that's where we're at.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
about to get real good.
Ruth is a
Right. Marty is
Yes.
stupid. I always be laughing at
I love
Marty.
him though because he's funny. Because I remember him from like Horrible Bosses too.
Yeah.
So to see him in that role.
It's a good show. It's a really good show.
So, well, listen, with that said, for Coach, for Jay, once again, we appreciate you guys watching. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.